Abortion should be fully decriminalised, a leading medical group demanded yesterday. The Faculty of Sexual and Reproductive Health, FSRH, Council overwhelmingly voted to remove the threat of criminal sanctions against doctors who perform abortions. The organization, which represents 16,000 specialist doctors, GPS, nurses and midwives, is the latest in a string of groups to back legal reform. A woman can only have an abortion under certain circumstances and on approved premises, and breaking the law can, in theory, result in life imprisonment. But pro-life groups last night warned such a move would be the first step on a slippery slope to the horrifically inhumane prospect of abortions on demand at any point in pregnancy. Asha Kisliwal, president of the FSRH, insisted the current 24-week gestational limit for abortions would remain in place. The current law, the 1967 Abortion Act, states abortions are illegal without consent from two doctors. But she said the threat of prosecution is currently putting doctors off carrying out abortions at all. It is crucial to stress that supporting the decriminalization of abortion does not mean supporting deregulation, quite the contrary, Dr. Kisliwal said. We believe that abortion care should be subject to the same regulation by healthcare authorities as other medical procedures. High professional standards must also guide the provision of abortion services. The current law, the 1967 Abortion Act, states abortions are illegal without consent from two doctors. A woman can only have an abortion under certain circumstances and on approved premises, and breaking the law can, in theory, result in life imprisonment. The two doctors must agree termination is necessary to prevent grave, permanent injury to the physical or mental health of the woman or child. Mark Bhagwandan of the Life Charity said, "If you have decriminalization, what is there to say you can't do abortions past 24 weeks? Abortions can take place only before 24 weeks, unless there is a substantial risk to life or severe abnormalities. Removing this law would make it easier to get an abortion, although doctors insist strict rules would remain in place." The Royal College of Midwives, Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists and the British Medical Association have all called for the law to be removed. Groups which have backed decriminalisation of abortion: Faculty of Sexual and Reproductive Health, the Royal College of Midwives, Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, British Medical Association, British Society of Abortion Care Providers, Family Planning Association. But Mark Bhagwandan of the Life Charity said, "There is a difference between regulation and law. You can break regulations, you cannot break the law. If you have decriminalization, what is there to say you can't do abortions past 24 weeks? Best practice guidelines are not binding in the same way." The vote also backed the easing of regulations to allow abortion pills to be taken at home. Dr. Tracy Masters, vice president of the FSRH, said, "We know that it is safe for women to take their prescribed medication at home. Indeed, for women with miscarriage, this is a standard option that is offered." Peter Williams of the Right to Life charity said, "Such an extreme move would be horrifically inhumane, and polling shows has no support outside a tiny minority of the population. Rather, the vast majority want to see lower abortion time limits, more support for women in unplanned pregnancies, and tighter legal controls on abortion."